Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic Wednesday, wherever we are around the world. And yes, as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, the Reds are 13 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Of course, Arsenal did draw to Nottingham Forest, which of course means that Liverpool are now 13 points ahead of the rest. And of course, there's only 7 games now Liverpool need to win to mathematically win the Premier League title, of course. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, let me know all your guys' reactions, of course, to again, Liverpool's win, because it was an outstanding win. Let's be perfectly honest. Again, Newcastle, a very, very good team. And yeah, we completely, again, for me, we looked brilliant from minute 1 to minute 90. There was a couple of times where, of course, look, there was a bit of back and forth, and you could say, but for me, I thought Liverpool were excellent tonight. I think genuinely Liverpool have even another level to go this season, and this is why I do think Liverpool have obviously a tremendous opportunity to go on and win the Premier League title, but also go on to obviously go hopefully to win the Carabao Cup in 2 weeks' time, but also go on and win the Champions League. I think Liverpool have a very good opportunity to go on and do that as well anyway. But of course, obviously the number one aim is to win the Premier League title. And so far, Liverpool are in prime position to go on and do that as well anyway. But of course, let me know your guys' thoughts as well in the comments. If you're new around here, of course, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. And of course, get as many Reds in here as possible as well. But big up Ozan as well, as saying effing go Con, hopefully doing well. Ozan as well. Clean sheet as well. Yeah, absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Getting a clean sheet, but again, getting 3 points again. I thought once again, that's the main important thing. And look, Liverpool have had a pretty chaotic last couple of weeks. When you look at it, away games, Everton, Villa, City, and now at home, of course, to Newcastle. This was really like the end of like the busy period that we had going on. Of course, obviously Liverpool do have obviously the weekend off, which I think will be huge for us for the title race. But again, how good does it feel? How good does it sound? Liverpool being 10, well, not 10 points, 13 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Like, again, what an amazing job this team is doing. And it is running away with the Premier League title. And I obviously, as I said against Manchester City, in my opinion, Liverpool will 100% go on and win the Premier League title now from this position. And of course, Arsenal tears are flowing in, of course, in many ways. But look, again, stay humble, huh? But how are we, Chow? If we do, everyone's doing well anyway. But big up John saying hi, Con. Maka is the man. Love the Arsenal tears as well. Yeah, absolutely. Mark says, yeah, bring us the treble. Arsenal have no choice, no chance in the next few games. Yeah, well, the fact that Liverpool need, mathematically, as of things right now, of course, Liverpool need 7 wins out of our last 10 games to mathematically go on and win the Premier League. But of course, that does entail Arsenal being perfect from now until the end of the season. They have to win 10 out of 10 for Liverpool to get, of course, 10, obviously to get 7 wins out of 10 as well. So look, are Arsenal going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Let's be guaranteed with that, of course. So look, Liverpool might only need 3 or 4 or even 5 wins out of our last 10, of course. But again, we go on and beat Arsenal at Anfield as well, and win on the rest of our home games. We go on and win the Premier League, and that is how it will get done as well. Anyway, but just glad it wasn't City behind us as well. I still think, I think even this year, I think if City was behind us, I think we'd still go on and win the league this year. I think there is a different element to this Liverpool team where we've gained that control a little bit. We've been a chaotic team over the last few years, of course, obviously under Jurgen Klopp, but it seems like now Liverpool have another element under Arne Slot that we didn't really dive into maybe under the old regime. But again, that's no dig at the old regime, because the football we played in that time was amazing, and it was amazing. But this Liverpool team, it feels like we have another we have another gear or two to even go up from now. Because let's be honest, it doesn't feel like Liverpool have got out of third gear all season long. And you look at it, you look at the records, you look at everything at the moment. Liverpool are smashing everyone. And that can only get better, of course, anyway. But need United to hold Arsenal to another draw in the next game, Colin, as well. Yeah, that'll hopefully be the dream. Forest can easily catch Arsenal. Well, Chelsea are only 6 points, I think, is it, or 7 points behind Arsenal, which, look, I think that's funny in itself anyway. But obviously, speaking on the game, of course, obviously the goal was coming from Dominic Szoboszlai and, of course, Alexis McAllister. Somebody mentioned in the chat just now, obviously it was John who mentioned Maka, and top performance from Alexis McAllister. Like, for me, Maka could easily be the man of the match. I thought he was outstanding tonight. As I said to you guys, for me personally, he's in my top 5 midfielders in Europe. I think he is so underrated for what he does, not only for this Liverpool team, but obviously for Argentina as well. But I just think he is one of these complete midfielders that just goes under the radar. I think everybody has spoken about Ryan Gravenberch, how good he's been this season, how good at the moment Dom Szoboszlai has been, and he has been amazing for Liverpool. But I think Maka has been, one of these people that's just been consistent, and he's kind of been below that radar where people aren't really taking notice of him. But if you watch him week in, week out, he's pouring an 8 or 9 out of 10 performance in for Liverpool. And for me, again, he's one of the best midfielders in the world. But, you could argue, between him and obviously Dom Szoboszlai for man of the match. But I do think Maka, especially, I think he's just on another level. I think our whole team is on another level, and I think the midfield especially is on another level. I think him, Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai as well. I think that them three are just outstanding at the minute, and it is the best midfield probably in the Premier League right now. And look, long may it continue as well, because I think, look, this is the first year really where we're playing with this type of midfield. Again, obviously Arne Slot will change a few things probably next season in terms of, again, maybe system or even personnel in some in some games. But this midfield 3 can be our midfield 3 for the next 5 years, and it could easily be that as well. But I do think Maka is on another level as well. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. And also Dom Szoboszlai, what a performance from him tonight as well. Top performance from Dom. And look, you guys know how much I love Dom Szoboszlai. When we first signed him, I loved the signing of Dom Szoboszlai. Of course, had an amazing 6 months, had 6 bad months, or not so good 6 months towards the back end of last season. But this season, especially the last 3 months, he has been unbelievable for Liverpool. And when he's not here, when he's not available, you see the difference in Liverpool's midfield. I said, we did the clip, didn't we? Speaking of Dom Szoboszlai, and he is a key for Liverpool's title race. He is, he's 100% the key. Even Maka is unbelievable as well. But look, I think these two especially are just outstanding as well. But look, the whole Liverpool team is outstanding. I'm just going to say that as well anyway. But hopefully, again, you guys, hopefully you guys obviously did enjoy the win as well as me, of course, anyway. But Dom's on another level. Absolutely, Mark, 100% agree. Dave, big up, Dave. Hope you're doing well, mate. Think get in. Hopefully you are well, Dave, as well. Good to see you in the chat as well. Thank you, Mark, for putting Dave's link in the chat. Ozan says Ibu Kanate as well, Con. Absolute colossal. Yeah. Again, for me, Ibu, Virgil, like that partnership, if it is the best in the Premier League, isn't it? I don't care what certain Arsenal fans will say about Gabriel and Saliba. Not a chance. This season, they've proved it. Again, if Liverpool can keep Ibu Kanate fit, again, we're on another level. We're on, for me, obviously, the left back situation, I think if we to sort that out, I think Liverpool's midfield, defense, I think, you could go on and do really good things, in terms of clean sheets and so on, and do the opposite of the records. Instead of scoring loads of goals, let's not concede many goals as well. Anyway, but Mark's in great win. Dave, hope you're well. Michael says the same. What phase is Johnny Heitinger in? To be fair, Luke, it's the Eddie Howe, welcome to the Johnny Heitinger Penitentiary. That's my favourite one, to be fair. But yeah, look, obviously, former Everton player. Once a Blue, always a Blue, apparently. And Johnny Heitinger is helping Liverpool to win a Premier League title as well. You absolutely love to see it. Lucho was on a mission as well. Yeah, I thought Lucho's work rate tonight was definitely up there. I was a bit frustrated at times, though, certainly in the first half, where there was times where we'd go on to the counter attack, and they'd kind of run before the ball's even gone, and then when McAllister's passing the ball or Szoboszlai's passing the ball, again they've kind of misjudged it. Really, again, that needs to be worked upon, because if Liverpool got those passes done, we're on a counter attack and we're pretty much on a 4v2. Again, we'll get you plenty of goals, even more as well, which again, Liverpool could have easily got tonight as well. But of course, obviously, people will say this is a dress rehearsal for obviously the Carabao Cup. Obviously, Newcastle didn't have obviously Alexander Isak. He picked up an injury supposedly. I think when you look at it overall, Liverpool will definitely be taking the Carabao Cup differently. I think obviously Newcastle as well will go all in on that game as well. I fully expect them to have probably the midfield they want in terms of Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, and obviously Joe Linton as well back. But at the moment, look, Liverpool have got that upper hand really in terms of the league anyway. But again, that puts a dent in their charge for Champions League football as well. But also saying that, look how close it is at the minute with all of them as well, especially with Forest dropping points, really. It does close that gap, down really from third to about 10th. It's a ridiculous gap in between them as well. But big up Andrew as well, saying I'm starting to believe now. Con, by the way, Yorkshire Marketer for these signings. Also, Szoboszlai is hitting the unbelievable level, 60 mil, a Mac 35 bargain. Both wasn't him, to be fair. Both wasn't Yorkshire Marketer. It was Julian Ward. Julian Ward got Maka done, and he also got a big part of Dom Szoboszlai done. The only thing York Schmachter did with Dom Szoboszlai was a little bit play a devil's advocate, because York Schmachter didn't really want to pay the release clause for Dom Szoboszlai. It was realistically Jurgen Klopp who pushed for it. So thank you, Jurgen, really. And of course, Julian Ward, but of course, York Schmachter will get some praise, obviously, for Taro Endo and Ryan Gravenberch for sure as well. But Wataru come on and closed as usual. Yeah, I think Wataru Endo is such a crucial player for Liverpool for sure. And long may it continue as well. But Luke says Liverpool, after their win tonight, have confirmed that they will finish above Manchester United. It's February. Well, to be fair, Man United did confirm that they won't get relegated this season, which is a shame. It's a real shame that they unfortunately are going to stay up as well. One absolute clown of a club that is as well. But look, it's hilarious, isn't it? But do you think so as well? Obviously, big up Doug as well. I know Doug was at the game as well. I bet it was Doug. Wish I could have gone myself. But yeah, I bet it was absolutely unbelievable in the ground anyway. But no, look, for me, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Maka. I thought he was outstanding tonight. Really, just boss performance from him. And yeah, it could have easily been him and Dom, though, realistically. But yeah, again, Mo getting another assist, which is amazing. Again, look, Liverpool are breaking every record at the moment. I've not seen if the total, statistics and so on for the game, but Liverpool are really, closing in terms of, going on and trying to hopefully, break everything down. And when you look at the season overall, it just feels like Liverpool are on a complete other level at the minute. And again, that stems down to obviously Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, everyone at the minute. Liverpool are on such a run that the gap could be 20 by the end of it. And it could be, that's how frightening it is. Like, for me anyway, I think Liverpool could 100% get to 20 points by the end of the season as well. Because even look at it now, if it was to stay, if Liverpool were to gain the same points and so on, and Arsenal, if we were to beat Arsenal, that's then 16 points. Will Arsenal drop 4 points in between that? Maybe. You never know. But at the minute, I look at it and go, yeah, I can't see Liverpool losing a game at the minute. But that's just me, of course. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts. Doug saying we could be 16 clear by the time Arsenal play Man United. Jesus. Well, we will be 16 points clear at Southampton. We're going to absolutely batter them, aren't we? Let's be perfectly honest. But Andrew says the first time we won the title, seeing it for the first time on TV against Chelsea was emotional for me because it was my first time. But this year it will be even more special. I think it'd be special for everyone. It won't just be special for individual. I think again as a group, as a fan base, it'll be huge. It'll be a huge celebration, won't it? And look, we all will be there. Let's be honest. But hopefully, it will be Liverpool potentially lifting more than one trophy this season. It will be hopefully Liverpool lifting potentially 3 trophies, of course, with it being the Premier League title and look, maybe the Champions League, who knows? But of course, we have to get there first, obviously. First of many, yeah. Hopefully, under Arne Slot, it will be the first of many. Liverpool are 13 points clear of Arsenal. What do you think about the title race? Is over. It's over. It's done. Liverpool will win the Premier League title. I feel confident of that now. And yeah, it would have to take something like outrageous for the title race to be back open. But for me, yeah, I think it will be 100%. I think Liverpool will win the Premier League now. I think the title's done. And I think Arsenal now, maybe they have to start thinking about, prioritizing, for them, the Champions League. Do I think they can go on with the Champions League? No, I don't. I don't think Mikel Arteta. I think he's a decent manager. I think he's a capable enough manager to get to top 4. But do I think he's a league-winning manager? No. Do I think he's a Champions League level manager? No. I don't, and that's my opinion. I don't think Mikel Arteta will win Arsenal a Premier League or Champions League. And that is what Arsenal fans want. After the money they've spent, after everything that they've spent, they will want to win Premier League and the Champions League. And, they're nowhere near it. Because even if, and this is the thing that I think that Arsenal fans haven't really considered neither, Liverpool have leapfrogged them to first spot. City have dropped down, of course, but Liverpool have leapfrogged everyone. And you look at Liverpool's squad, obviously Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, their ages, they will unfortunately, decline, obviously throughout the years. But you look at it, Liverpool have a decent squad, from now. We can build and add upon it. Of course, what's to say Liverpool won't go on and win the league again? And then you've got, City coming back. City will be back at some point under Pep as well. But yeah, I genuinely think Liverpool, we have to learn from obviously the 2021 season where we didn't really build on our success, winning the Champions League, then winning the Premier League. We didn't build upon that. Obviously, COVID was a big impact on that. But we need to add on this now. We need Liverpool to, again, obviously in the summer, it'll be a huge summer for the Reds, but we need to build on it. We need, to extend this gap because we could go on and do something amazing. Of course, we have to win the Premier League first of all. And obviously, hopefully then we can go on and do magical things this season. But we have to go on and do, again, and build upon it, of course, anyway. But let me read these comments out before I do shoot off. Anyway, Arsenal's lack of strikers really hurt them, Con. Absolutely, it did. If they don't get a set piece or corner goal, they're going to struggle big time. Absolutely, would agree with that for sure. We're going to win the league. Yes, we are going to win the league 100% as well. We've got no money, but the Reds are going to win the league. That's my favourite one. I hope Liverpool win the Premier League. Good luck for that as well. Big up lad as well. Icon thoughts on Ty, the deluded Arsenal fan. Exactly that, deluded as well. No, I like Ty, to be fair, but yeah, he is deluded, isn't he? But booking my hotel for the parade. Well, to be fair, we don't know when the parade will be, because if Liverpool get to the Champions League final, the parade will be on the 1st of June. If we don't get to the Champions League final, then it will be the Sunday or Monday after the league season? I think it'll be the Monday, to be fair. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Realistically, but look, at the end of the day, Liverpool are just brilliant at the moment, and long may it continue as well. Anyway, but before I do shoot off, let me quickly read out the points. But yeah, Salah's the best footballer in the league, best footballer in the world at the moment, mate, isn't he? Good point as well. Red chili as well. Yeah, no, absolutely. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. For me, Maka is my man of the match. But the main important thing, Liverpool are 13 points clear at the top of the Premier League. And look, is there any stopping us? No, I don't think there is. And look, Arne Slot is on course to win the Premier League in his first season. I think still the only manager in his first season in English football that's got higher points than him is Jose Mourinho. But hopefully, Arne Slot will get above him at one point anyway. But look, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below as well on, your guys' thoughts on the title race. Obviously, through, Liverpool winning tonight, obviously 2-0 as well. But yeah, just let me know overall your guys' thoughts in the comments. And yeah, let me know how all of you are as well. We'll be live tomorrow. We'll be doing a show tomorrow, of course, as well, and little bits and pieces, of course. So make sure you are tuned to that, of course, as well. But yeah, absolutely brilliant, isn't it, Reds? Hopefully, excuse me, as I got hiccups. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your nights. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode anyway. But I've been Connor from the Cop Council. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ta-ra.